Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Kakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noise in this gospel broad, living up the standard of Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is a quick lesson through the Spirit. Lord's will to be edifying. Spirit, it's been a long day, long, crazy fucking day. And you know what, man, I'm going to add my 2 cents to this. Everybody's bugging out because now the what do you call it, the selective service is looking to sign up women for the draft in case they needed to be a draft because of the tensions between Russia, China, Iran, and America in this global World War III, which proves we're at the end of this fucking captivity. But now, you know, bitches are bugging the fuck out now because they know that it's a possibility they're going to have to fight this war. Well, you know what? You opted in it. You signed up for it. You know, like I mentioned earlier, you women, you want your cake and you want to eat it too. It's like you want to have all the pleasures. You want to have the benefits of men. You want to live this way. You want to talk shit. You want to make all the money. You want to be so-called a boss bitch or an independent woman. So that means you can go to war and fight for your country. Because this very well country that you support, that you love to keep to uphold, you opted and voted into, you need to fight for it. Okay, if you want to keep your society going, you need to go over there and you need to fight and win this war, which is not going to happen. But the point about it is they talk shit about men. They talk shit about how men ain't nothing, how they're better than us. But at the same time, you know, they need us to fight their war. It's like, you know, they rebuke us, they look down on us, but at the same time, they need us to do the shit that's possible. That's like a woman cursing you out and calling you a piece of shit, but at the same breath, she's calling you to come kill a spider. Wait a minute, man. You big, bad motherfucking wolf. You know, you the big shit talker. You can whoop a man's ass, but yeah, you scared to kill a fuck. You scared of a damn mouse. You scared of a spider. Now your ass is getting ready to get drafted. And not all of you, but some of you. At least those of you that's already enlisted. But it says, breaking 2025 NDAA authorizes mandatory military draft of women across America, and good for you. Call a lawyer. How about Shimi? How shy? Okay, like the brother made the allegorical concept of you throw a boomerang and a boomerang gonna come back and hit your ass in the head if you don't know how to catch it. See, you dished out the vibe, but when it came back to you, now it's coming back. You don't want to deal with that. So a lot of you are getting ready to be humbled and put in your place. All right, and this is gonna do it. I guarantee you a lot of women getting ready to change their standpoint in their spirit or their attitudes when this shit really comes knocking at their front door. But it says draft of women across America as Pentagon pursues global nuclear war with both Russia and China at the same time. Okay? Your beloved America is waging war on nations that it can't defeat. And like I said, you opted into this system. You bought into it. So therefore, you need to defend it. Okay? Because when we try to tell you to be a submissive wife and a humble wife, y'all didn't want to do that. But now all of a sudden, you mad because you're getting ready to get drafted. And this is a long article. I'm not going to read a third of this, but I'm going to go through some of it, at least a third of it. But overall, as you see the young lady here, she has a military uniform on sitting in front of a laptop, but yet she's have the form of distress. Okay, that's why the scriptures say, why does every, roughly paraphrasing, matter of fact, I don't even want to butcher it. It's Jeremiah 30:5, but I get that, Lord's will. But it says the FY 2025 National Defense Authorization Act initiates mandatory selective service registration for American women. Like I said, y'all opt into feminism. You chose to be feminine. You know, you chose to opt into feminism and to be over men. You know, sex change. You want to fight in the UFC. You want to play football. You got a women's. You got the WNBA. You got a women's. You're basically given a right to be men. Now all of a sudden, now you have the right to really be a man and put your balls to test, so to speak. Now all of a sudden you complaining about, well, nah, I ain't going to fight no war. No, why not? You supported this place. Okay, you supported this system. You supported Joe Biden. You supported Hillary Clinton. You supported Barack Obama. You supported anything that had something to do with abortion. You know, women's rights, my body, my rights, my body. You supported the slut movement. All these things. And in fact, this is, now you have to fight to defend it. It's just that simple. You know, women are not, you're never held accountable for your actions, man. But it says, and putting in place the mechanism for the mandatory military draft of those women. If I was Esau, I would draft every last one of you bitches. Okay, you need to go put an M16 in their hand, give them some baggy ass fatigues and combat boots, and send them to war. Shave their heads and send them motherfuckers to war. They've earned it. All right? Now it's our time to make mockery of your fucking ass. And I don't feel bad for any one of you hoes out there. And it says that is mentioned alongside other highlights in the United States Senate Committee or Armed Services Executive Summary document posted by the U.S. Senate at this link. It says this news comes on the heels of the U.S. House Armed Services Committee just approving an amendment to the NDAA that automatically register all American males within the draft age window for the selective service systems. It says this means all American males of draft age can be involuntarily drafted into war, meaning against your will. It says this House vote was approved on May 22nd of this year as seen in this US HASC video. It says the automatic draft registration was pushed as a way to cut government red tape and skip any requirement for men to proactively register, meaning that, you know, people can avoid it if they didn't go down there and sign up for it or deal with voting. And this is why you see a lot of young women out there. And I've been seeing a lot of young jakes out there getting people to vote. Okay, they've been going around with these vests on and they have like these pads in their hand and they're basically asking people to sign up for the selective, well, not the selective service, but are you registered to vote? Because if you register to vote, then automatically they can enter you into the selective service without saying it. But it says, so now mechanisms are in place to draft both men and women, thus making sure that young woke men don't evade the draft by simply self-identifying as women. Boy, y'all about y'all trying to checkmate the shit out you people, man. This is beautiful. It said it is not clear yet whether America's woke youth may attempt to self-identify as imaginary fantasy creatures, since there's nothing in the NDAA Act that authorizes mandatory military service for wood fairies, tree elves, and rainbow gnomes. But equal opportunity equals equal opportunity to die for the regime. So look, bitch, if you so-called equal to a man, then you can go to war. Hey, prime example, what's this chick's name? What's that butch bitch, man? She's a boxer. The one that got knocked out by the Edomite sparring partner. He dropped her ass. What's this hoe's name? Clarissa Shields. Yeah, send her over there, man. You know, let's send Clarissa Shields over there. Send Venus and Serena Williams over there. Send Beyonce, you know. That old, even though she's old as hell now, but still. Send you colorful, you skittle-head women over there that wear all these different color wigs and so forth. Send y'all ass over there so y'all can defend your fucking country that you voted for. Your fucking feminism, man. Okay, your Momo Ali, your TGs. Okay, to put black men in bigger debt. Go over there and fight for it, man. Because we don't feel bad for you. I don't feel bad for you, man. And you know, and this is no shade to you sisters out there that's trying to do the right thing. You know, because, hey, this could implicate a lot of us in an unfavorable situation. But overall, Yahweh Shai Shai got his elect. And, you know, if you believe you of the elect and you're doing the Lord's work and you're being the best Israelite man and woman you can be to Yahweh Shai, then you ain't got nothing to worry about, man. Okay, seriously. Okay, the Most High is going to allow us to dodge that bullet like the Matrix and that shit. If they come looking for you and you know, fucking run. I'm just talking shit, man. But still, man, just pray to the Lord that you avoid that. But you people out there, you know, these little 18-year-old, these little cotton candy head, these little skittle head women with the red, green, lime green, yellow, all that, man, with the long nails, with the fake sideburns, with the 10-inch cum catchers. Hey, man, send their ass off to war. You know, I guarantee that attitude gonna change real quick. Nah, I can't go to war. I can't do that. Nah, I ain't no man. Bitch, you are a man. You tried to fight men. You stood up to men. You told men what you weren't gonna do. You played with the box. Take your ass to war, man. All right, you deserved it. You earned it. Like my man said in Django, when the Jake dude, they get hit at something called Mandingo Wars. Basically, Mandingo fights when Jakes basically pounce on each other. And when other Jake basically he beat the shit out the other Jake. And what's his name? The guy played by Leonardo DiCaprio. When he gave that nigga that beer, he said, "You gonna enjoy that beer, boy." He said, "You've earned it." You know? He said, yes, sir, Candy. So take your ass over there and fight the war, man. Okay, you've earned that right. You've opted to the system. Then go ahead and do your thizzle, baby. He said, we ain't gonna stop you. Fight for your country. It's what you do. But it says, as America's psychopathic warmongers like Senator Lindsey Graham. Now, a lot of these senators and shit like that are complaining, no, my daughter can't go. Nah, bitch, your daughter going too. Lindsey Graham and begging for global nuclear war with Russia, Iran, and China, which this is biblical prophecy. And America's going to be destroyed. Because for one thing, you don't have a bunch of able fighting people. Like you send these, what's a good name for these people over here, man? You send these low-life, slow-belly idiots that you call Americans to war, they're going to shit themselves. They're going to fold up. They're going to fold under pressure. The minute they touch down in the East to fight this war, they're going to literally give up the spirit of fear. They're going to get stage fright because they're not conditioned. And on top of that, America's allies are going to come against her. So she's fucked out of the way. And this is the Lord basically breaking the teeth of this place, which the teeth goes into their military strength. How about Shemi Shah is putting an end to the folly? He's getting ready to have the last laugh, and we're going to have the last laugh right along with him. But it says Lindsey Graham are begging for global nuclear war with Russia, Iran, and China. It says, and the rest of the pro-war government establishment is getting things ready to throw millions of young American men and women into the global war meat grinder. So basically, you're going over there to die. All right. It says, apparently Ukraine has run out of men for the globalists to sacrifice on an altar of blood and power. So now they need to tap into European and American citizens. France, Germany, and the UK are also discussing mandatory conscriptions, gearing up to sacrifice potential millions of their own citizens, who will, of course, be instantly replaced with migrants. But this is how the replacement theory works. The mass murderers in charge send citizens to die in foreign wars, which are entirely avoidable, while illegal immigrants take over their homes, jobs, communities, and political leaders. Remember, the scripture said, I will remove far from you the Northern Army. That's the American military. But Russian President Vladimir Putin named simple conditions for peace in a speech given yesterday. But these proposals, if accepted by Kyiv and the West, would have immediately ended the conflict, halted the bloodshed, and pulled the world back from the brink of nuclear annihilation. But importantly, Western leaders showed zero interest in peace with Russia is because, for one thing, the dollar is getting ready to collapse. They have to go to war behind that, regardless. So they can't avoid a war with Russia. It's inevitable. It says they would rather see millions of their own citizens slaughtered in global war than to see peace in Europe. Okay? So it says U.S. preparing for 2 nuclear wars at the same time. This is heavy, man. Yeah, this is getting ready. This is getting real heavy in the Middle East. But hey, check this out. This is the book of Jeremiah 31 and 22. It says, how long wilt thou go about, O backslide? How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? And this is talking about you Israelite women, you Negro, Latino, and Native American women. Okay, you have backslid from the Lord. You have turned your back on your power, which is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, Yahweh being the true name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai being the name of the Son. Okay, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ. You've turned your back on your powers, and you've turned your back on your men. So now this is the Most High recompensing you. Because we're not saying that all you women, they may throw some curveball in there to kind of offset the draft for women, but regardless of it, you women you're going to war. Now, they may recruit more men than women, of course, because that's just how it goes. But a good third of you is going to go. Not all of you. A lot of you not going to go. We just going to bring it straight because the scriptures say that you women should mourn having no husbands or any helpers because your husbands would die in the war. So there's going to be a great deal of you that won't go to war because, you're going to bitch and complain and they're going to have to accommodate your little weak ass feelings. But yet you get to walk around here with your ass and titties out, with your mouth poked out, putting your hands on men. But when you had the opportunity to go kill other men, you faltered under pressure. So it's good to say that, hey, your bite ain't as big as your bark. Okay, your bark is way bigger than your bite. And it says here, the Lord have created a new thing in the earth. A woman should compass a man. That's your feminism. Okay, that's your feminism right there. So with that being said, hey, go fight the war. Go defend your country. Go defend your liberal rights. Okay, go defend that because, hey, that's what you fought for. You don't want a man telling you anything. You don't want to submit to a man. And if you do submit to a man, he's a fucking degenerate. Some dreadhead, low-life, monkey-brained fucking deviant that you call a man. Okay, that act like he got a quiver between his legs because he's so emotional. A nigga that want to shoot up everybody because he felt that he was disrespected. That's who you give your allegiance to. Okay, but it says the Lord have created a new thing in the earth, a woman should compass a man. That's your feminism right there. So you bought into it, so it's only but right that you defend it. Okay, this is the book of 1 Timothy 5:6. It says, but that she that living, matter of fact, it says here, but she that living in pleasure is dead while she liveth. Okay, because like I said, you've lived in pleasure. You text and drive. You know you go to the clubs. You got all the money. You got the nice apartments. You're not nearly as pressed on men. And a lot of you in denial, you like to say, well, black women, we're not a protected class. Yes, the fuck you are. Okay, you black women get away with murder. Okay, I've seen black women damn near walk on a murder charge due to some bullshit ass technicality. Oh, well, you know, she didn't graduate the 5th grade, so we have to let her off on a warning because she's mentally incompetent. She doesn't know the difference between a child and an adult. So we got to reduce her murder sentence to just a peasy manslaughter, which holds 3 to 10 years, and she'll serve 6 months in jail and give her the rest probation, while she's still making a $52 an hour job. But yet the nigga who was set up is in jail for life. Hell nah, man. It's time for you to pay your fucking tab, black woman. And women in general, you Edomite hoes too. Okay, you don't get a hook, you don't get a pass. Cause look, you Edomite bitches, you only fuck with Jake because you like the ride and you just like you like our appearance. You don't fuck with us for real. You know, you will deal with a Jake and then you would say that Jake graped you, and then you would have your daddy and your brothers in the red pickup to go pick up Jake and put him to death, man. So hell nah, the fuck you bitches too. You know? And I'm just in a raw spirit. I'm just in a raw spirit today because it is what it is, man. We don't owe you people any gratuity. Okay, we've given you the warning. We've told you about what's coming on the earth. Okay, we've done our due diligence, man, and this is just what you get. You know? One last precept and I end it. I don't want to come off like I'm ranting anymore, but it is what it is. All right? This is the book of Isaiah 32, and I'm going to start at verses 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease, and hear my voice, ye careless daughters, and give ear to my speech. Yeah, you've been careless, man. Okay, you've lived in pleasure. You've been one time. Okay, the scripture says you've been living in pleasure. And it says here, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the venture shall fail, and the gathering shall not come. So those of you that don't get drafted, I had a hiccup, but those of you that don't get drafted, then, hey, you're going to have to suffer famine. You're going to have to suffer persecution, tribulation, because most of your niggas, your Pookie and Ray Rays, they're going to fight this war. Like I said, if I was Esau, I would grab every last one of you, and I would basically take you against your will and send you off to fight. I mean, what else he's going to do? He ain't going to send his kids, so, hey, send you, right? But anyway, it says, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the venture to fail, and the gathering shall not come. Yeah, because you think you're going to get away. Nah. Drop that iPhone, drop them selfies, put on that fatigue, put that M16 in your hand, put on them combat boots, go get them feet sweaty and do what y'all got to do. You know? It says, trouble ye women that are at ease, because you are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you, make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. And they shall lament for the teats and for the pleasant fields for the fruitful vines, man. So you women are getting ready to get it. You're getting ready to basically be men now. You wanted to be men. You wanted to be better than men. Equal pay. You know what I'm saying? We better than you. We can kick your ass and everything. We're smarter. You know, all this shit you've said. Now you gotta basically you gotta live up to that method. So call lawyer. How about Shimi Hawashai? Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Lord's will you will edify.